Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans.
12 seconds beating Jackson. Tiger open!
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Hello and welcome to LDTV Sports as we get set for the South Jersey Group 4 state semifinals between the Cherokee Chiefs and the Lenape Indians. I'm Sam Goldberg alongside Scott
Hey,
Gloucester.
Sam.
And Scott, what do you think of today's matchup?
Sam, this is going to be one of the best games we've had all year on LDTV. They've met once, Cherokee and Lenape, with the Lenape Indians coming away with a 7-6 overtime victory. They have not played a second time. This is their second matchup. Winner goes on to the finals. This is too close to call, Sam. I just look for a great game here today.
All right, thank you, Scott. We'll be back with the South Jersey Group 4 state semifinals boys lacrosse game right after this.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or comegnolow.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK-MENU or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmelagrana@lrhsd.org.
And welcome back to Lenape High School. As you see, both teams are still warming up, preparing for this semifinal matchup. And should be a good game here, as it's now time for the AXA Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident, 732-452-7275. Now let's send it over to Alexa Henry with the report.
Thanks, guys. I had a chance to speak with Coach Suffin of the Lenape Indians. He said he wants his team to focus on what they've been focusing on for the past 3 months, and that's just what they can control on the field. I also had a chance to speak with Coach Corelli of the Cherokee Chiefs. He said he wants his team to play with heart and energy and to just win their ground balls. Back to you.
Thank you, Alexa. You know, and you said in the pregame as both teams only met once, and it was an overtime thriller with Lenape taking it 7-6.
Yes, and the Indians are, fairly confident today, I would think, coming off a victory, but that's as narrow a margin as you can have, a one-goal victory in overtime. So I'm sure the Chiefs want a little bit of revenge there, Sam, and it's tough to beat a district school ever, but certainly twice in the same season.
And especially on the road, too.
Yeah, for the Chiefs to come on the road, it's going to be a big game for them today.
And it's time now for the AXA Equitable Keys to the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident, 732-452-7275. And for Cherokee, they need to maintain ball possession.
Yeah, you've got to limit the times that Lenape has the ball. Lenape probably has a little edge on the face-off, so when Cherokee does have possession, they can't make that a mistake with a turnover or a missed shot.
And for Lenape, they need to limit the opportunities for the Chiefs' top scorers.
Yeah, somehow they're going to have to knock down the Cherokee top 2, and that's going to be a difficult task, but we'll see if Lenape's up for it.
And for both teams, they need to control face-offs and win the ground balls.
You know, those are the loose balls that we talk about in all sports, and whichever team comes up with probably the edge in face-offs and on those ground balls has the better chance to win this afternoon.
And those are the keys to the game, brought to you by AXA Equitable.
Both teams completing their last bit of warm-ups. Looks like we'll have starting goalies today is going to be for Lenape number 24, Rob Pensabeni, and for Cherokee it's going to be Maximus Voro.
Maximus Voro he was talking to me earlier today during the school day, saying that it should be a good one, that there's going to be a lot of high energy between both teams, and that's going to be a really exciting game to watch and commentate. And you see Pete Corelli there, the Cherokee Chiefs head coach.
13th season as the head coach of the Cherokee Chiefs. That's Billy Sutphin. There we go, 17th season. He started the program. He's the only coach the Lenapeans have ever had. You see they have 5 sophomores, 3 juniors among their starters. Coach Sutphin with 192 career wins at this point, so he's approaching that 200 win mark.
Assistant coaches are Anthony Brunetti, Brandon Sweeter, Rob Hummel, and Ryan Gunning.
Of course, Mr. Hummel being the head girls basketball coach, South Jersey Group 4 champs this year. And you see our
as the referees have arrived today, and we'll usually get the game flow by the way the referees are judging the game, if they're letting things go or they're judging it close.
Yeah, and these tend to be your top officials when you get to this level, semifinal round of the group, in this case South Jersey Group 4 playoffs. I'm sure they have a ranking system, as most sports do, and so you tend to get the cream of the crop, if you will, Sam, in officiating. And so it'll be interesting in those first, 3-4 minutes to see how the game's going to be called. Will it be a closely called game? Will they let the athletes decide it on the field? I tend to believe the latter. When you get to this level, officials will try to do the best they can to kind of stay out of the way, so to speak, and let the players decide the ultimate fate.
The captains are at the middle of the field. And yeah, the captains are at the middle of the field there. Boys lacrosse, this game should be exciting. We'll be back with the action right after a quick message.
Do you have a favorite sports team from Cherokee, Lenape, Seneca, or Shawnee? The LRHSD app features complete athletic schedules for fall, winter, and spring seasons. Users can configure and personalize their calendar to follow one or more athletic teams. After adding teams to the calendar, choose to view events in list or month view. You can also tap on an event to see more details. The LRHSD app is available for free from both Google Play and the Apple App Store. Just search LRHSD and start adding your teams today.
And welcome back to Lenape High School as we're about to get set here for the opening face-off, as it's Matt Sotar and Gasparoni, and Joseph Gasparoni in the face-off circle to kick off the South Jersey Group 4 semifinals.
Get there, Aiden.
Referee just making sure everything is good to go.
Sutar, one of the top face-off men in South Jersey in this season, so we'll see who early, and there it is.
Sutar wins the face-off, and here we go.
Oh, no.
And he loses it already. Now here come the Chiefs.
Don't give up.
Dravita with the ball. Dravita. We'll get it to Hayes. And Hayes to Liddy, and the Chiefs looking for some space to move the ball around. Wagner in the middle, and a whistle. And a violation has occurred on the Chiefs, so it will belong to the Indians. So So here come the Indians.
Of course, 12-minute quarters here in the boys' soccer, unlike the girls that we've did yesterday.
Soccer?
I mean lacrosse, yeah. Outdoor sport running at soccer.
So here's Bregman. Bregman is around the net. Spins. Gets it out to his teammate, Mercado. Mercado then across the field, and now the Indians bringing the ball around. Here's a shot, and an early goal for the Indians. It's scored by number 12. Bryce Reese rifles it past Foro, and it's 1-0 Indians.
What a shot. Moving to his right, shot back to his left. Had Voro move a little bit to his left, and the ball went with a wicked pace on it, just to Voro's right. It gives the Indians the early 1-0 lead.
Reese placed that ball perfectly.
Let's go, White.
It was an absolute rocket of a goal. And let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay. As Reese,
Almost a sidearm
Rifles it.
swing.
an absolute rifle. Good early home momentum here for the Indians. How will the Chiefs bounce back after this? You know, the Chiefs are, they've given up a lot of early goals in the season.
Go, White.
As a stick is lost and a flag is thrown.
Go, Matt.
So here we go. So flag is on the field from the far side official. And now here come the Indians. It goes to the top for Reese. Reese holds, gets some substitutions on, and here come the Indians. It's
Very
Mercado with the
methodical,
ball.
very, very controlled offense so far by the Indians.
So here's the Indians. It's Reese at the top. Gets over to Mercado. Mercado gets by one defender. It goes into the middle, and it's get brought back out. Ball's at the top. Reese moving in, thinking shot, dangles again, loses it inside, and it's corralled by the Chiefs. And finally a whistle. And play will stop.
Indian ball.
As the Indians will go a man up as number 9, Gaurav Dravida, gets hit with a penalty. So it's a man up now for the Indians. Let's see if the Indians can capitalize. 9:43 here left to play. It's already an early 1-0 lead for the Indians. Ball's going to work its way around. It's behind the net. Into the middle. Couldn't connect on the pass. The ball will go out of bounds, and it will belong to the Chiefs. Here's Hayes. Hayes charging. Getting double teamed. Splits it. Inside. It's Hayes. Shoots. And a save.
Pensabeni with a great save there. Oh,
Hayes is getting whacked. The Chiefs want to call, and nothing's going to happen. It's Dravida.
penalty is over, obviously.
Yes, as
He's back
Dravida
out on the
re-enters the
field.
game, yeah. We'll get it back to Hayes. Back to Dravida. Dravida to Hayes. Hayes at the top. We'll get it over to Zachary Liddy. Liddy for AJ Pasquarello. Pasquarello behind the net to Wagner. Wagner looking, surveys, gets it to Dravida. And then it goes to Hayes. And now here comes the slow, methodical offense of the Chiefs. Here comes Dravida. Look for a shot. Inside, shoots. Oh, and another save by Pensabeni. He got his stick on it, and then it hit the post, and it bounced in the air, and it's re-corralled by the Chiefs. It's Westerby to Hayes. Here comes Hayes. Hayes behind the net to Wagner. Wagner to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Liddy. Liddy to Westerby. Westerby.
Good job by Lenape defending to keep the ball out on the perimeter.
It's Liddy. Moving in, trying to get a shot off. Good defense. Goes up to the top for Hayes. Hayes charging in. Passes it off to Wagner in the far right corner. Now he's behind the net. Has some space. Gets it inside to Westerby. Westerby shoots and a kick save.
There's no pads there.
No, it's not. No pads, but Pensabenny's using every part of his body.
At least 3 good saves already by Pensabenny.
He's one of the best goalies in the Lenape Regional School District, and there's a shot by Dravita and another save by Pensabenny off his stick. And the thing about Pensabenny is he has height, so really you can't beat him up top, and you have to beat him down low, and he's so good. Like, we're seeing shots down low. He's a tough goalie to score on. And here's Liddy, far side.
As is Voro, evidenced by the low-scoring first game between these two.
Liddy still holding on to the ball. Across the field to Wagner. He was
Ooh, he
thinking
thought about
shot.
it.
And a good idea to pull that back. His defender was right there. It's Dravita behind the net. Looking. Gets it out to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Hayes. Hayes moves in, shoots, and it goes over the net. Dravita was closest to the ball, so the Chiefs will retain possession. Good offensive possession here, just not ending in a goal. They're moving the ball very well, the Chiefs. Hayes to Liddy. Liddy's at the top. He's going to try and move in. He goes back out, gets to Dravita. Dravita spins, deeks again, shoots, and another save by Pensbury.
Pensabenny's been the difference here early.
5 quick saves for Pensabenny.
Go, 5. Get the ball down there. Come on, Matt.
And here come the Indians. It's Suter. And the ball goes to Reese. Reese surveying the area, calls out a play. And now the Indians are going to go to work. It's Reese behind the net. Pass to the top. Oh, and there's a missed pass. The Chiefs can go on an attack here. Nice play to use. What a beautiful play there by number 7 of the Chiefs. Ryan Rhodes, he shoots, and it goes high, and it bounces, and it goes over the net. There's another shot in front.
Pasquarello had a good look there and just shot it wide.
That was a nice little play there by Ryan Rhodes to kick that ball.
Sure was.
He almost had a do-it-yourself goal. Dravita slips and falls, loses the ball, recorrals it. Goes to Wagner, goes out to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to the top to Liddy. Liddy to Hayes. Hayes spins, goes back to Liddy. Liddy to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Wagner. Wagner behind the net. Surveying, spins, gets it back to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Hayes. Goes to Liddy. Liddy moving in. Behind the net now. Out to Pasquarello. It was tipped, but Pasquarello still retains it. It goes to Hayes. Hayes gets by his defender, shoots, and it goes wide.
Now, Lenape's had their share of shots, but some saved and an equal amount probably have been off the mark. In terms of scoring chances, they've had the better play.
And here's Wagner. Loses it and gets the ball back. Oh, what a beautiful move by Wagner, and Hayes telling his team to slow it down.
Nick Allen, though, number 16, did a nice job of knocking that ball loose, just couldn't come up with it.
And
there's another
Pasquarello,
save.
and Pensabenny makes another save. A whistle and a timeout has been called
By Lenape. As soon as they got possession of the ball, they realized they were, pretty much surrounded, and quick thinking by the coach, Sutphin, called for the timeout, so Lenape will maintain possession.
So 1 goal scored here in the opening quarter.
7.5 minutes probably in.
It's just been in the offensive end, it's just been dominance by the Chiefs, but they
Yeah,
haven't
they've
been able to.
certainly had
yeah,
the
they haven't been able
territorial
to-
edge, but have not been able to crack the goal yet.
And all it took was the Indians to one shot, one goal.
Good job, though, by Lenape of keeping them outside of the perimeter, but they have gotten some decent looks, but the couple of really good chances, Pennsylvania was equal to the task, and then a couple of the other chances, they just missed open, what looked like to be open corners. So, it's, as we expected, though, it's been a fairly, low-scoring game, which is what we talked about, in the pregame with the 7-6 in the first, when these teams have such good goaltending in both of their goaltenders that you're not going to probably see, the sometimes typical 18-13 games today. Now, with that being said, they may go hog wild the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So,
As we know, announcers' luck. We usually say one thing and the complete opposite happens.
but when we do resume play, which will be momentarily, it's going to be Lenape's possession behind their own net.
We'll see what they can do.
Go, White.
So Bryce Reese will take the ball. We'll get ready to start here. 3:57 left to play. And here we go. Reese trots up the field. And here he goes.
Good speed up the left side. Now confronted by the defense. Nice job by number 30, Dylan O'Mara.
It goes to Will Mercado. And Cole will get it to Bregman. Bregman back to Cole, and then it goes back to Mercado. Mercado to Reese. Reese holds on to it. I'll get it to Cole. Cole over to Mercado. Mercado moves in. Has a lot of space. Gill falls down. Mercado's in the middle. Shoots and a save
By
by
Voro.
Voro. Good reactions there to save it. And here come the Chiefs. It's Smith. He'll get it to his teammate, and then it goes to Hayes.
Stay on it, Matt.
Hayes to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Wagner. It's behind the net for Dravita. Dravita to Liddy. Liddy to Hayes. 2:20 left to go. Hayes spins. Gets it across the field to Westerby. Westerby spins. Gets it to Wagner. Wagner in the middle. Shot scored! Goal of Dravita!
Well-designed play. And Dravita work himself free without the ball. And goal, even as good as Pensabenny's been, he had no chance on that one. Just a well-designed play, centering pass from behind the net and resulting in the Cherokee goal.
Pensabenny would have had to have inhuman reactions to save that. It was a nice one-time shot by
Yeah.
Dravita, and this knots the game up at 1.
Dravita's not missing from in close.
And let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay.
Go, Aiden. Let's go, White.
So there you see Dravita on the far side of your screen.
And we didn't quite get all that, but trust me, it was centered to Dravita and he scored. And ties the game up at 1-1.
2 minutes, 8 seconds left to play. And the Indians win it again. It's Soter winning the draw, or face-off.
Yes, Sutar's, as we said, one of the best. I don't think he's lost a face-off yet.
Here's Liddy. There's the Wagner. The Chiefs with some momentum. Here's Dravita thinking shot. We'll go to Hayes, and Hayes back to Dravita. Goes behind the nets. Pasquarello has some trouble with it, but he corrals it. Goes to Wagner. Wagner to Liddy.
Come on, 5.
Liddy to Dravita. Dravita into the corner to Hayes. Behind the net for Westerby. Westerby to Wagner. Chiefs moving the ball around.
And in no hurry. Looking again for another opening to get a good high percentage shot. Here it comes. Oh, deflected, but Pasquarella's in and scores!
AJ Pasquarello buries the shot. Pensabenny almost got his stick there, but it just sneaks in, and it's a 2-1 game.
Score comes at 10:56. So
Now let's take a look at an LDTV sports replay of that last goal. As Pasquarello re-corralled the deflected pass and just got it under the stick of Pensabenny.
prior to that, they drew the Lenape defense over to their left defensive side, which gave Pasquarello one-on-one on this side, and he made it one little juke, got an open lane to shoot, and buried it. 2-1 Chiefs.
And the Chiefs win the draw.
Stop that ball, White.
For face-off. And here's Hayes. It's to Westerby. Westerby to Dravita. Dravita to Liddy. Some pressure now by the Indians defense. And the Chiefs will work the ball around. Here's Liddy. Rips a shot and it goes high. And Wagner will win possession for the Chiefs.
Exactly 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Here's Hayes. Inside to Dravita, scores! What a pass by Hayes to Dravita. And Dravita gets his second goal of the game. What a bang-bang play by the Chiefs. Well designed. And it's 3-1. 3 unanswered goals now for the Chiefs. That goal was scored again by number 9, Agara of Dravita. Second goal of the game.
Again, getting loose without the ball, getting an open
wide
lane.
open in
He
the middle.
was, yeah.
Let's take a look at the last goal with an LDTV Sports replay. As Hayes just found
Here comes
wide
Dravita
open
right there,
Dravita,
moving.
right in the middle,
Go White.
and just one-timed it home. What a bang-bang play. Here's the face-off. And it's won by Sutar. And here come the Indians. See if they can get one shot off. Make this a one-goal game. Here come the Indians. Ball's behind the net, they lose it. It's still out in front. Falls, and the horn sounds. And a great first quarter of action here, as the Indians struck first and the Chiefs come back with 3 unanswered, and that's how this game is 3-1. Pensabenny has been really busy so far. He's faced a lot of shots. The Indians have to tighten up their unit.
Yeah, the first quarter
defensively.
was, territorially wise, was pretty good edge for Cherokee there. And, yes, they scored 3, but I'll tell you what, they had probably another 5 or 6 opportunities either saved by Pensabenny or just shot wide. So I think Coach Sutphin will certainly talk to the Indians there between the first and second quarter, and you got to shore up giving up the opportunities. But there you see the score at the end of the first quarter. The number 3 seeded Cherokee Chiefs, the number 2 seeded Lenape 3, the number 2 seeded Lenape Indians 1. Winner moves on, as I said earlier, to the South Jersey Group 4 finals. Number 1 seed is Montgomery. Always a tough team to play.
You know what? Each incoming freshman class that goes to Montgomery always develops to be really good lacrosse players. Like, that team is so good, like, depth-wise, that any position that you have for their team is, just look at the depth chart. There's absolutely no room, or there's absolutely, every spot is filled with talent.
Absolutely. Perfect day to play, though, Sam. It's not,
Yeah, nice
it's
and
not
sunny.
too humid. It's sunny. It's not overly warm. It is a warm day, but, you know, you don't have the humidity that we had, you know, there for a couple of days on Sunday and Monday when it really started to warm up. So I think this is ideal playing conditions.
It's not windy, too, so it helps us with our papers in front of us and make sure that they don't blow away.
Very good point, Sam.
So I can tell you how many times that has happened to me.
So we'll start quarter number 2. Again, we'll see number 5, Matt Sutar. Looks like number 18
Joseph Gasparoni.
to take the draw, or the face-off, I'm sorry. That's the one edge that Lenape has had, Sam, has been on the face-offs, but they really haven't capitalized on it. They've turned the ball over more than the Chiefs have, and the Chiefs have really done a great job of maintaining possession like we talked about in the opener.
And Sutar's done a nice job in the face-off circle, and that's pretty much it. It's just the face-offs that the Indians have control of right now. They're winning the face-offs, they're just not doing well on the offensive end, as Sutar wins another one. So let's see what the Indians can do as Sutar knocks his defender down.
Nice switch off there by the Chiefs. Logan Rhodes, number 7.
And now the Indians trying to get their attack set up. It's Bregman to Reese. Reese to Mercado.
Go, Will. Make something happen.
Mercado to Reese.
Come on, 12.
Here's Reese. Charging in, loses the ball. Somehow recorrals it. Gets out to Mercado. Mercado back to Reese. Reese surveying the area, gets to Cole. Cole to Bregman. Bregman behind the net to number 1, Kennedy. Kennedy out to Reese. Reese back to Cole. Cole looks, still looking, spins, in the middle, shoots, scores!
Great individual effort there.
Luke Cole, the sophomore, getting his first goal of the game.
Well, quick goal by the Indians to open up the second quarter.
Luke Cole with an absolute dazzling move to score that goal, and we can see it here on an LDTV Sports replay.
Makes a nice spin move to get loose here, and you'll see it coming up right here. Here's the spin move, really nice.
Shot. Fake the
and
shot.
now he's looking, keeping the ball away from the defender, and a real strong shot, and beats goaltender Maximus Voro.
Yeah, Cole, as soon as he spun, he had so much daylight. He was one-on-one with the goalie. It's a 1-goal game. Let's see if the Indians can capitalize. They scored early in the first quarter, and then they couldn't capitalize on it. Let's see if they can capitalize now. And it's won by the Chiefs.
Logan Rhodes.
Logan shuffle passes it to Pasquarello. Pasquarello. And the Indians putting some pressure. Here's Pasquarello. Gets it to Dravita. The Indians showing some pressure on defense. Now Pasquarello, oh, he had an opportunity to score, but he lost the ball. And now the Chiefs will try and work the ball around. As the ball goes through Dravita, he has 2 goals in this game. Looking for the hat trick. Dravita, surveying the area. Hits it to Pasquarello. Pasquarello inside, shoots, scores! AJ Pasquarello.
Second of the game for Pasquarello.
Four to 4-2 the score for the Chiefs. And the two main goal scorers for the Chiefs coming through is, let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replays. Dravita dots it to Pasquarello, and he doesn't miss when he's that close.
Yeah, and good positioning by Pasquarello to keep his body, the defender, on his back and until he received the ball, and then did his nice little spin, and then shooting while spinning, and was able to beat Pensabeni.
So here's the face-off. Sutar wins it again. He's done a very nice job in the face-off circle. It's Sutar driving inside, and it bounces high over the net. And William Smith was there to reach his stick out to get possession now for the Chiefs. Let's see if the Chiefs can capitalize now on their goal scored. It's 4-2. 9:20 left to go in the second quarter. Hayes gets it to William Smith. Smith across to Dravita. Dravita jogs in, stops, looks, into the middle for Westerby. He couldn't corral it. It goes out of bounds, and it will be the Indians' ball. The ball went all the way back where the snack stand is.
Oh, they have plenty.
So here come the Indians, trying to score here. Ball goes to Mercado. Mercado. Has the ball, we'll get it to Cole. Goes back to Mercado. Mercado to Bregman, back to Mercado. Here comes Mercado, charging in. Gets it out to Cole. Cole around to Reese. Reese to Cole. Cole to Mercado. Mercado. Charging in. Takes it back out, goes to Cole. Nice job of corralling that pass. Cole, fancy footwork. Moves in, shoots, save, and a flag. The Indians will go a man up. Four to 2 our score with 8 minutes and 12 seconds left to play.
Indians moving around on the outside now.
It's behind the net. Goes to Reese. Reese shot, scored!
Second of the game.
Just over Voro's stick. Reese, an absolute rifle of the shot, buries his second goal of the game, and it's a 1-goal game again. 4-3. Voro almost got his stick up in time, but wasn't quick enough. And let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay of that last goal. An absolute beautiful shot by Reese.
Going to receive the pass here and just move a little to his. He didn't even move. He got it and fired it.
Get there, Riley.
In a perfect spot with such speed that Voro couldn't react quick enough.
Took aim and fired away.
Indians back within 1 again.
8 minutes left to play. 4-3 our score. As Sutar almost won it. Whistle. And it will go to the Chiefs.
Like a little push there called on Sutar.
Here's Hayes across to Dravita. Dravita's inside. He scores. It's a hat trick. Nobody covered Dravita on the far side, and a quick answer by the Chiefs. It's 5-3. Dravita just snuck in. Absolutely nobody was guarding him. And let's take a look at the goal on LDTV Sports Replay. It's an absolute beautiful pass by
nobody,
Hayes.
like you said though, Sam, nobody's on him. Nobody's on number 9.
Garv Javita, he's a sneaky one. If
You
he
can't
sees
leave you,
space,
you can't leave Dravita
No.
that far open.
you cannot.
Come on, White. Go, White.
So just after Lenape had cut it to 1, Cherokee extends the lead back to 2 again to 5-3.
Action fast and furious here in the second quarter.
Starting to open up a little bit as we only had 4 goals the whole first period. Now we got our first quarter. Now we got 4 already in the second quarter, and we got a hold.
And a hold, and it will
Gonna
go
be called
to the
against
Chiefs.
Lenape.
So here's Hayes, shoots, and a save by Pensaveni. Pensaveni got his stick low, and he makes another save. Let's see the Chiefs can double the lead here.
Come on, White.
It's Westerby to Dravita. Dravita to Wagner. Wagner to Liddy. Liddy to Hayes. Hayes shuffles, thinking shot, pulls it back. Into the middle for Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Dravita. Dravita shoots, and a save by Pensaveni inside, and a
Score!
goal!
Rebound.
Colin Wagner is there on the rebound. And he scores, and it's 6-3.
Number 31, Colin
Wagner. And a timeout for the Indians.
Biggest lead of the game now for either team, 6-3 goals, 6-3.
The Chiefs have been catching the Indians' defense off guard. They've been catching them sleeping. The Indians need to tighten up as a unit. Right now the Chiefs are having a field day in the offensive zone.
Dravita with the hat trick, a pair for Pasquarello. That Wagner gets his first of the game, giving the Chiefs their total of 6. For Lenape, Luke Cole has 1. Bryce Reese has 2 for their total of 3. But we'll see how Lenape comes out here. They have been, so far for a quarter plus, all right, not quite a quarter and a half, it has been a territorially big edge for the Chiefs. That has resulted in many more scoring opportunities, which has resulted in 3 more goals.
So after scoring early here, the Indians,
Well,
just like
both
the first-
quarters, yeah.
Yeah, just like the first quarter, having basically shut down here.
So we'll see how the Indians respond after those 2 quick goals by the Chiefs. They had just cut it to 4-3, and then bang bang. Now it's back up to 6-3 and a 3-goal lead. Like I said earlier, the only thing that Lenape's really had the edge in has been face-offs.
That's it.
And coming from that,
Cherokee's just completely dominated.
Scoring chances certainly for Lenape. Time of possession for Lenape. Offensive end time for Cherokee. So Cherokee also ahead on the scoreboard. So when normally face-offs are a key indicator of who's going to have the ball more, score more possibly. Well, so far that's not been true. Again, Sutar in there for Lenape to take the face-off. And Logan Rhodes was there for Cherokee.
And Mercado wins the face-off. And now here come the Indians. Let's see if they can get a momentum goal here. It's Mercado with the ball. Mercado getting it to number 22,
Way to go, Will!
Bregman. And the ball will get worked around.
Go, Hunter!
Ball's in the middle now, and it goes back out to Reese. It goes across to Mercado. Mercado back to Reese. Reese to Cole. Cole has space. He backs it out. Goes back to Reese. Reese loses it. Recorrals it. Goes to Mercado. Mercado moving in.
Gasburn with a nice cutoff there on Cole just a moment ago.
A nice little shuffle pass to Bregman. Bregman shoots, and it goes wide.
Tried to go low, went too low, and it bounced and then bounced up over the cage.
So Kennedy will start with the ball. It's a screen from Bregman, and he'll get it back. Bregman behind the net, now goes to the far side. Bregman across to Reese. Reese charging in. Spins, has space, shoots, scores! Bryce Reese has the hat trick.
All three of his goals have come from fairly long distance, and were all three rocket shots.
6-4 now. Bryce Reese with an absolute rocket of a shot, and let's take a look at it on LDTV Sports Replay. They gave him too much space. Rhodes couldn't stay with them. Voro couldn't get his stick up in time, and this game is 6-4.
Real hard pivot spin by Reese there to get a little bit of freedom and then just rip that shot home.
The thing that I noticed about Bryce Reese is that with he has nice footwork. He never misses a beat when he's on the field. He always knows what he wants to do with the ball.
Come on, White.
5:37 left to go in the second quarter.
Come on, Matt. Hang in there, White.
Whistle, push, and a walk out to the Chiefs. So here's Hayes. And goes to Dravita. Dravita behind the net to Wagner. Wagner getting pressured, pivots, goes back to Dravita. Dravita is behind the net.
Stop the ball, White. Sorry.
Now goes to the far corner. Goes to Wagner. Goes up top to Liddy. Liddy charges in, shoots. Oh, and it hits the
Oh.
post. Slightly tipped the post. As it just went wide as well. And Dravita will get possession back. Shuffles. Pivoting back. Gets double teamed. Dravita in front, scores!
Score.
How did he score that diving to his left?
And
Gets
just,
his fourth goal of the game.
and just like that, the lead is back up to 3.
Dravita was falling away and managed to get that goal. We can see it again here on an LDTV Sports Replay. Look at that footwork.
Yeah,
He's
fending him
pivoting.
off with his one hand, and
then
then
gets-
makes a nice move, and
Gets tripped up, manages to shoot it.
great
I
shot.
don't know
As
how.
falling down almost.
Get there, Will.
I don't know how he's. I don't know
Go, White.
how he was able to get that shot off. That was incredible.
With such velocity, too.
Yes. So 7-4 our score. And Sutar wins it.
Get back.
He'll play it back,
Go, White.
and we'll go to Pensabeni.
Good touch. Come on, boys.
Pensabeni to Mercado.
Will.
And now we'll go to Cross.
Caleb.
To number 17, it goes across the field to Bregman. Bregman shoots, scores! And a quick answer. Bregman buries the shot.
Real good passing from one side of the field to the other.
Goals are being exchanged here, and let's take a look at LDTV Sports Replay. What a beautiful pass. And just an absolute rifle of a shot. As Caleb Oswari set that shot up.
Go, White.
Here's the face-off. 7-5 our score. And a whistle. And a hold. And it will go to the Indians. So here's Mercado. Mercado to Reese. Now we'll go to Cole.
Go, Luke.
Cole
Go, Luke.
charges in, shoots, and a ball.
Varro had good position. The ball shot ended up going wide, but I think Varro was in position that had it been on goal would have been able to make that save. But the Indians keep possession, have another opportunity.
So here's Kennedy. Kennedy will get it back to Mercado. Mercado to the top to Cole. Cole charging in. Goes inside, pass, shot, goes wide. Bregman was looking for
Yes, he was.
net. It's a good shot. He couldn't find the net. He goes across to Bregman. Bregman in the middle, pass, shot, save by Varro. Got his stick low and made the save. Hunter Lippincott with the shot. I had no intentions of making that rhyme, but it is what it is, and now it's Hayes charging up the field and a whistle.
Got to be a Cherokee timeout, I'm guessing.
Lenape timeout.
Lenape timeout. Cherokee timeout.
Cherokee timeout. I saw the ref point at Cherokee, then I saw him point at Lenape, and I got confirmation.
Cherokee timeout there. They had possession of the ball and then quickly called the timeout once they got the possession. 7-5 now. Lenape with the last goal by Bregman cuts it back down to 2. But, you know, just as we talked about, you know, a low-scoring game, now we're all of a sudden have 12 goals here scored, 7-5 for Cherokee. Remember, we only had 12 goals in all of regulation in the first time they met because the 13th goal was the overtime winner. So both teams are heating it up a little bit offensively, and maybe some new wrinkles in the offense from each of these squads, making it a little more difficult to stay covered. But I do know that Gaurav Dravida has made his presence felt here with 4 goals in the first half. And the Indians are going to have to do something to control him because he's able, seemingly on most possessions lately, has been able to get open. And if he's not taking the shot, he's dishing for someone else to get that opportunity. And I spoke with Coach Sutphin, and that was one of the names he mentioned, that if we can't harness him, so to speak, hold him down, it could be a tough day for the Indians to become victorious. So coming back out of the timeout, it will be Cherokee's possession.
The referees have done a nice job with this game so far.
Absolutely. They've let the athletes play the game. We've only had, what, the one call, I guess?
Yep. And so here's Hayes.
Nice job, Sean. Nice job, Sean.
Hayes loses it, and now let's see what the Indians can do.
Go, Riley.
Nice job by Sean Kennedy there working on Hayes. Eventually results in the turnover, and the Indians have possession now.
So it goes to Reese. Reese waiting.
Do something.
And good defense. Here's Mercado. Mercado charging in, backs up. Two minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Bregman corrals it. Deeks spins. Gets it out to Cole. Cole charging in, shoots. Oh, and a stick save by Varro.
Or a head save.
That might have been with his.
Because that went an
Gear?
awful
Yeah.
long way if that hit his stick. Now, it obviously could have hit, you know, right where the netting meets the shaft. But let's see.
So here we go. Action resumes.
Still Lenape possession.
It's Mercado. Spin, shoots, and a
No,
whistle.
do we have it? We do not have a goal.
No goal, no goal. As a violation occurred. I don't know exactly what happened, but it's going in the opposite way.
Oh, nicely stepped.
Not a good pass there by William Smith.
Riley Spitsness with a great interception.
Oh, there.
Oh, ball on
lost.
ground.
Goes out of bounds. And it will go to the Chiefs. That's William Smith with the ball. And he'll go across the field to Logan Rhodes. Rhodes fakes the pass. Now gets it up to number 10 on the Chiefs. He'll go to Liddy. Liddy to Dravita. Dravita to Liddy. Liddy to Hayes. Hayes back to Liddy. It goes to Dravita. Dravita to Wagner. Wagner's behind the net. Wagner. They're behind the net now. Goes to Pasquarello. Pasquarello. Back to Dravita. Dravita back to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Dravita. Dravita in behind the net. Goes out to Wagner. Wagner to Pasquarello. Pasquarello shoots and it goes wide.
Nice setup, but just couldn't finish. Pennsylvania was in good shape, position in goal too, so it would have been a very difficult shot.
41 seconds. It's Dravita with the ball behind the net. Dravita now on the far side. Spins. Goes to Wagner. Trying to get a pass into the middle. And Liddy comes out with the ball and a whistle.
And a timeout for Cherokee.
For the Chiefs to set something up.
See if they can get their 8th goal of the first half and extend that lead back to 3 in the waning seconds of half number 1, quarter number 2. Of course, as we said before, boys play 4 12-minute quarters.
We have about 19 seconds left, or 20 seconds for half.
Chiefs jumped off to the Indians jumped off to the 1-0 lead. But since then, Cherokee has answered very well. Yes, they've scored 3 unanswered to give them a 2-goal lead, increased it to 3, and it's been back between 2 and 3 for most of this second half of this quarter. So Lenape was able to cut it to 2 a couple of times, but Cherokee quickly answered to get the lead back to 3. And with under half a minute to go, it would appear that Coach Corelli is probably going to hold this for one last scoring opportunity before the half comes to an end. And if they are successful, it would give them back their 3-goal lead that they have maintained most of this quarter.
So let's see what the Chiefs can come up with 20 seconds left to go. See if they can go up by 3.
Looks like Dravita is going to start with the ball.
Here's Dravita. 15 seconds. Dravita already has 4 goals. Gets bodied. No call. Now here come the Indians. Here's 5 seconds to play. The Indians need to get a shot off. 2 seconds. And that's the horn. And the Indians couldn't get a shot off.
Yeah, but they did not allow the goal, so.
It was a good stand by the Chiefs.
And ends up being both teams will put 4 goals up in the second quarter.
7-5 is our score. Action-packed first half for both teams. Coming out fast and furious here in this game. Both teams want to get to the finals.
Each team retreating to a corner of the field to discuss what happened in that first half.
Get some well-needed rest.
Good point there, too. And there's our score at halftime. The Cherokee Chiefs 7, the Lenape Indians 5. We'll be back with today's second half after these messages.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK-MENU or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Can I take your number? Can I take your order? You got any egg? Can I take your order? Man, I don't have any money. All right, well, all right, go. Man, watch out!
We're here today to support SOS, support our students. They're an organization that are trying to get the budgets a little bit better for the schools districts in New Jersey.
The mission of this rally is to shed light on the fair funding formula, which is not a fair funding formula. We really have to think about the education of our children in the state of New Jersey.
New Jersey is known for producing graduates prepared to succeed. The Lenape Regional High School District is one of those districts that help New Jersey boast such great success. If we don't find a better way to create revenue and fix the flawed school funding formula, our district's and our state's great reputation for student success is at risk.
We want to just get the word out to the New Jersey Senate that they need to change the funding formula to make sure that funding across the state of New Jersey is fair for all public schools and for all public school students.
I'm here today to help support fair funding for every school because each child needs an equal education and have an equal opportunity because we're our future.
We're going to be cut about $8.3 million over a course of 7 years and over $24 million to our region. And we're here so that the local legislators, the people that are making decisions on where the money is going to go from the state of New Jersey, we're here so they hear our voice, so they understand that these cuts will hurt our programs for our students.
I want for my younger siblings to have the same experience I had, which was amazing, and for them to have the same opportunities I did.
It's important for us to be here to show character of our students and our faculty and what it means to us.
Obviously, we don't think that they're fair to a lot of the schools and the stuff that's going on to, make the payment for stuff for us that we have to pay is much higher. So we don't think that's fair for everyone. So we're here today to kind of protest that and kind of voice our opinion, let everyone else know that we don't believe that that should be happening.
We're slated to lose a lot of money, and we've been very fiscally responsible over the years, and we're doing everything we can. And these cuts in our state funding is going to hurt, and we're trying to do everything to protect the programs in our building.
We want to get the governor's attention. We want to get the Senate Budget Committee's attention. We want to get the legislators' attention so they can understand that these cuts impact our students. These cuts are real.
As a high schooler, you want to have opportunities and learn what you want to do and see what you want to have in your future. But if we cut funding, then you're technically taking away part of our future.
We've come through and had such a good experience at Seneca, and we just want everyone else to be able to have that experience, especially the kids that are in education station now. They'll be going to Seneca, and I would just love for them to have the same experience that I've had, not just through Seneca, but in elementary school as well.
They have babies, like infants there, to after school, like middle schoolers, 7th grade, and we work there to help out the kids, and I'd just love for them to have the same experience as us at Seneca.
This is something that's going to directly affect the students of the school district, so I think it's really important for the students and the people that are actually going to be affected by it to be here and kind of giving their voice and making it known that this is something that we care about and this is something that we're not going to just let happen. We're going to try to do our best to help ourselves out.
The time for our students and our staff and our community members' voices to be heard is now, because this is the time that they are going to be deliberating on the governor's budget.
I think we all just need to raise our voices. We need to make it aware that this is happening and that it needs to be fixed, and we should do that now because it's time for change now.
The community members can get involved. They can write letters. They can call the governor's office. They can call Steve Sweeney's office. They can reach out to their legislators, and they can join these rallies.
The people in the community should kind of take charge a little bit more, voice their opinions. A lot of people are kind of afraid to because they don't feel like it makes a difference, but it definitely does. I feel like if people just spoke out about the things that they believe in and we voiced our opinions and let people know and did more demonstrations like we're doing here today, then I think that can make a difference.
And welcome back to Cherokee High School, or not Cherokee High School, Lenape High School. Don't know why I said Cherokee High School.
They're playing in the game, Sam.
Yes,
That's
that
why.
is true. That is true. I saw Cherokee and I was like, oh, and we're at Cherokee High School now. Been a really action-packed first half, and we can get it. And it's now time for it's time now for the Axe Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. Axe Equitable, be life confident. 732-452-7275. And now let's send it over to Alexa Henry with the report.
Thanks, guys. I had a chance to speak with Coach Corelli of the Cherokee Chiefs. He said he doesn't want his guys to start playing complacent, and he wants his guys to keep doing what they've been doing and to play like they were down. I also had a chance to speak with Coach Suffin of the Lenape Indians, and to not worry about their mates. Back to you.
Thank you, Alexa. Unfortunately, she was cutting out there, so we couldn't get couldn't quite get a full thing of what she said, but what I think she was trying to infer is how aggressive the Chiefs need to be.
Yeah, what she's trying to say is what Coach Corelli's trying to say is don't let up off the gas. You have a 2-goal lead, but if you don't continue to play aggressively, that lead will quickly disappear.
Well, let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay.
This is the replay that we didn't know. I still couldn't tell. It
might have hit his helmet.
Might have hit his helmet, but it also might have hit the part of that stick where the cage comes, because it went flying out of there.
Oh, went like a million miles in the air.
So we get ready for half number 2. Both teams warming up. Last-minute instructions. The Chiefs head out onto the field. Indians still talking over in the corner of their end.
The defenders warming up, just passing it back and forth. Now the Chiefs have hit the field. Both goalies have done a nice job keeping their teams in this game.
Yeah, especially Pensabeni here early in this game for Lenape, because he made 4 or 5 crucial saves to keep this at the time what was actually a lead for them at the point, 1-0. But eventually the Chiefs were able to get some open looks, especially from Dravida, number 9, who had 4 goals in that first half.
Dravida, he's a sneaky player. He can find the gaps in the defense, and he can take advantage.
And he certainly has done that 4 times in the first half. But Cherokee, again, Lenape jumped off to the 1-0 lead. Cherokee scored 3 unanswered, and then they kind of traded goals for the majority of that, of that second quarter, which leads us to the same spread that we had at the end of the first quarter, which is 2 goals, in this case 7-5, in favor of the Cherokee Chiefs. So one more half, Sam, to decide who's going to move on to the finals of South Jersey Group 4 here in boys lacrosse.
To meet Montgomery.
If Montgomery wins, which
that's
is
also
expected.
very true.
So as we have seen all since the entire game, number 5, Matt Sutar, comes out for Lenape to take the face-off, and it looks like Dylan O'Mara for the Chiefs. Second half underway, and here's Sam Goldberg.
Dylan O'Mara's a very good face-off person for the Chiefs. I don't know why they haven't been using him earlier. But anywho, ball gets placed into the middle. And it's won by, ball still on the ground, and it's won by Sutar. Sutar shovels it off to Samian, and then it goes back to Pensaberry.
It's interesting how the goalies get involved here. Pensabenny as a goalkeeper is a good, 20 yards outside of his goal?
Yes, if the Indians were to drop the ball here, not going to happen. There could have been an early goal, but not going to happen as Bregman gets it on the near side. And goes up top to Reese.
Indians have scored the first goal in each of the first 2 quarters. We'll see if they make that stand up and go at quarter number 3 as well.
As it's Will Mercado with the ball. And goes to Reese. Reese to Cole. Cole. We'll get it back to Reese. Reese across the field to Mercado. Mercado to Bregman. Bregman back to Mercado. Mercado to Reese. Reese to Cole. Indians moving the ball around. Cole spins, gets it back to Reese. Reese loses the ball.
Took his eye off it, like a wide receiver in football.
And over and back is the call, and now the Chiefs will get possession. Now they need to slow it down as they do not have numbers, as they need to wait. Pass the ball around, it goes to Wagner. It goes to Dravita behind the net, he'll go to the far corner. And he'll pass it back around to Wagner. Wagner to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Housel. Housel back to Hayes, and Housel gets it back. Housel to Pasquarello. Pasquarello back to Housel. Housel to Hayes. Hayes to Liddy. Liddy to Dravita. Dravita behind the net to Wagner. Wagner looks, gets it to Housel. Housel back to Wagner. Wagner to Dravita. Dravita's behind the net. Gets it to Wagner. Wagner inside, shoots, scores! His second goal of the game. 8-5. Our score with 10 minutes to play. That's a big momentum goal for the Chiefs. And let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay. As Wagner moved in, he had so much space. Nobody covered him. He just moved in and scored. Beautiful play shot.
Almost like a missed assignment there.
And
certainly don't think you want to leave him that open.
And Colin Wagner is not known for his goal scoring, but if he gets an opportunity, he doesn't miss. And a false start on Sutar, and it will go to the Chiefs. So here's Hayes. Hayes to Dravita. Dravita has 4 goals in this game. It goes to Hayes. Hayes to Housel. Housel back to Hayes. And they'll play a little back and forth as it'll go to Liddy. Liddy to Wagner. Wagner behind the net. Gets it out to Dravita. Dravita back to Wagner. Wagner moves in front. Pasquarello thinking shot. Gets it back to Hayes. Good idea not to take that shot. And now they'll move the ball around. It's Liddy going to Wagner. Wagner shoots. Oh no, and it goes in.
He got a piece of it.
Pensabenny had the ball in his net, or in his stick, and it fell out of his stick and it goes in. I don't know if...
And the first 4-goal lead for the Chiefs, and we'll get an LDTV Sports replay, I'm guessing, on this one. Here it comes.
It was in Pensabenny's stick. It was in his stick, and then he dropped right out. So I don't know how to score that, if it's Wagner's goal for it, or if it's an own goal. I don't know if there are own goals.
I don't either, but that's got to be his goal, because the momentum of the shot's what made it come out of the stick, you know, the cage, basket, whatever.
Now it's 9-5 now
Netting.
for the Chiefs.
Biggest lead of the game now for Cherokee by 4.
And we typically don't see that out of Pennsylvania. He's usually a short goalie. And just high force shot by Wagner as Sutar wins the face-off. It goes to Mercado. Mercado. Spinning. There's a shot by Bregman and it sails over the net. Oh, here we go. It's Cole. Here's Cole, charging in. That's it across to Mercado. Mercado moves in the middle. And there's a flag. And it's a cross check with the stick. And the Indians will go a man up. See if they can get a goal back, cut this lead to 3. Let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay. As Mercado was moving in. Oh, yeah. Mercado might have sold that a little bit, but...
Number 5, Josh Pohl.
And anyways, he gets the call. So now the Indians are man up. See what they can do. Can they bring the lead within 3? It's Cole. Goes to Mercado. Mercado to Bregman. Bregman spins. Spins again. Gets it back out to Cole. Cole across to Reese. Reese over to number 1. Kennedy. Kennedy to Reese. Reese to Cole. Cole charging in. Good defense. Shot. Saved by Boro.
Huge save when you're a man down.
So here's O'Mara. Look it up to Hayes. Now here come the the Chiefs. Gasparoni gets it to Hayes. Hayes trots in. Spins.
No hurry.
Getting double teamed. Almost beat the double team.
Making sure he maintains possession. He's about to
splits the double team. Here comes Hayes. He's in the middle. Passes it off. Shoots, scores. What a play by Hayes. And AJ Pasquarello buries the shot. 10-5 in favor of the Chiefs. What an unbelievable play by Hayes. And let's take a look at an ODTV Sports replay. Jordan Hayes just splits the defenders.
Great split of the double team. Now that they've numbers,
that defender
either have to come
up.
to him. Like you're in between a rock and a hard place. Either if you come to him, it's going to leave Pasquarello wide open. If you don't come to him, Hayes is wide open. So it gave Lenape almost like a 2-on-1 there at in the edge of the penalty zone.
So 10-5 our score with 7:15 left to play. In the South Jersey Group 4 semifinals.
6 of the last 8 goals have gone to Cherokee. 6-2. They've outscored Lenape since Lenape got back to within 4-3 in that second quarter. I mean.
And Sutar wins another face-off. And he'll play it back. And now the Indians, they need to get some momentum here. They need to string a couple of goals to get back in this game. Risky pass goes to Reese. O'Mara on him. Reese blows by all the defenders. Shoots. It's up in the air for Voro, and he saves it. And now here come the Chiefs trying to get something going. It's Smith. He's charging in. It looks like he's not going to stop. He's got Pasquarello on the side. Pasquarello's open in the middle. It goes inside the middle to Trevino. Oh, Trevino couldn't bang it home as Pensabury comes up with a clutch save.
Pensabenny with a huge save on Dravita there.
And a steal. The Chiefs now have it. It's Dravita behind the net. An unbelievable sequence here in this game. Dravita almost had his 5th, and Pensabury got his stick down low. It goes to Pasquarello.
Another big save for Pennsylvania there, keeping it, they're down 5. They maybe give up a goal there, now it's 6, and that's a whole, a big, big mountain to climb. So Pennsylvania definitely keeping his team in this one. Early in the game when it was still their lead, and now as they've fallen behind.
So here's Housel, and they'll get it to Hayes, and now Hayes and Housel passing it back and forth. Here's Housel, getting it to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Wagner. The Chiefs moving the ball around. It goes back to Pasquarello. Pasquarello trying to body up Reese. Gets by him. Pasquarello moves in. Oh, and what a save by Pennsylvania
again.
So here's Reese with Hayes on him. We'll get it to Bregman. Bregman to Mercado. Mercado to Cole. Cole to Mercado. Mercado. We'll get it back to Cole. Cole on the far side. We'll get it to one of his teammates, and he's behind the net now. And we'll go to Bregman. Bregman gets a screen. Bregman spins. In the middle, shot, score!
Oh, great goal and
what
a penalty.
Play. Number 21, Hunter Lippincott gets the goal.
And we're going to get a cross check there, too. They're not only going to get the goal, but I think they might go a man up. Here's our LDTV Sports replay. There's the great pass and the great spin and shot, and after the fact, there's the violation.
So since the penalty happened after the goal, the possession is going to go to the Indians, so there's going to be no face-off. So let's see if Lenape can string a couple of goals here, get back in this game. It's a 4-goal game with 4:44 left to go.
And a man advantage.
And a man advantage. Here's Reese. Reese to Cole. Kennedy with the ball. And it goes to Cole. Cole to Reese. Behind the net now for Bregman. Bregman in the middle to Kennedy. Kennedy thinking shot. Can't get that out. He'll go to Mercado. Or Cole. Cole over to Reese. Reese back to Cole. Cole shoots. Scores! It's 10-7. It's a 3-goal game. The Indians are coming back.
Let's go!
Let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay of that last goal. The
Reese
Indians
does a nice
capitalize
job
on a man advantage.
and a quick release there.
The play was
by
kind of
Luke
like
Cole.
the play that they just ran was kind of like a pick and roll in basketball. Cole just rolled right past and set the screen and rolled right past.
All right, so Logan Rhodes
Got it.
steps into the face-off again with Matt Sutar.
Sutar's done a really nice job in the face-off circle.
Lenape now back within 3 with a pair of unanswered.
So 10-7 our score, 4:15 left to play here in this third quarter in the South Jersey Group 4 semifinal. Winner of this game moves on to the finals. A lot at stake here. And a hold. And it'll go to the Indians. So let's see what the Indians can do. It's Bregman. Bregman. We'll get it to number 5. And number 5
That's
will pass it to
Sutar.
Mercado. And here's Cole. Cole to Reese.
As I say, Reese just came back in onto the field after a short respite.
Here's Mercado. Mercado. Deeks. Gets defended by Gill. Mercado. Up top for Reese. Reese to Cole. Cole thinking shot. He moves into the middle. And he gets it knocked away. And Foro comes up with it.
Nice
Now-
defensive stand there by the Chiefs. As they were reeling a little bit, Lenape was getting some momentum. Oh, nice defense there by Mercado. Equally nice defense. Ball is loose. It's one of those ground balls, and we're going to get a foul.
So the call's a push on number 7. He's being sent off. The referee had a late call, as I think he was influenced by the fans. But anywho, possession will go to the Indians. So now the Indians are a man up. The Indians are a man up. It's a 6-on-5. Oh no, and an errant pass. That could. And it's recorralled by Cole.
What a save to keep it from going back and out
And
by
it goes
Cole.
to Reese. Now it's back to Cole. It goes to Reese. Reese, thinking shot, goes behind the net to Bregman. Bregman looking on an errant pass. Is that a bounds? It
Going
goes
to go
the
out,
Indians.
but I believe it was
tipped.
off, tipped by the Chiefs.
So here's Reese. Reese getting a screen, goes to Kennedy. Kennedy spins, thinking shot. Good defense by Smith. It's on the ground. It's a ground ball battle. Who's going to get it?
Now it's an in-the-air battle. Now it's out-of-bounds battle, and it will be
It goes to
Lenape.
the Indians. 2:21 left to play in this third quarter. What an action-packed third quarter. 10-7 our score. And let's see what the Indians can do. It's Spitznaz with the ball. It'll go to Bregman. Bregman gets shoved, and we'll go the other way. So here come the Chiefs. It's Dravita. Dravita moves in. The Chiefs need a goal here. Here's Dravita. Dravita behind the net, gets pushed from behind, falls down, and a whistle. And Dravita is down. And he gets back up, okay. Dravita was down for a moment, but he gets back up. And another whistle. As I think it's a man up now.
No, I don't think so.
Or
Nope, there's 6 plus the goalie.
okay. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, I didn't know what the delay was either, but that was a pretty hard push there to not be called. It was harder than what the call does down here, I thought, but I'm not an official. What do I know?
So it's Dravita behind the net. We'll get it to Liddy. Liddy to Hayes. Hayes loses it. Recorrals it. Hayes has 2 defenders on him, and he loses it. A minute left to play. So it's Spitznaz with the ball.
Nice move by Spitznaz to get by there.
Spitznaz gets to Bregman. Bregman get it to his teammate in the far corner, and now the Indians trying to
Approaching
get a
half
goal.
a minute to go in the quarter.
It's Mercado. Mercado trotting far side. Mercado charging in behind the net, gets a screen. Mercado trying to get a pass off, gets it to Reese. Reese in the middle, gets a pass off, shot saved by Foro. Lippin caught, had the shot, now he gets it back. It goes to Bregman and a whistle, and that is the end of the third quarter as Bregman was about to rip the shot. Could have been 10-8, but it's still 10-7 at the end of 3. Should be a good fourth quarter here.
They increased their lead. Obviously, it was a 2-goal lead at halftime. It got as much as 5 the last 2 goals then.
The
Lenape
Indians
got
came
back
roaring
within
back.
3. And then both teams kind of shut it down a little bit, but a couple of big saves. Voro with one at this end. But I'll tell you, Pensabeni made 2 saves when the score was still 10-5, that if he doesn't make them, it's 12-5, and you got a whole different game now. So he has kept his team in the game, as I said, at the beginning when he made 4 or 5 openings in the opening 5 minutes of the game. And now in the last two of the last 3 possessions Cherokee's had, Pensabeni has come up. One on Dravida from in close, which was a spectacular save. And so the Chiefs are going to go to the 4th with the 3-goal lead.
Let's see if they can hold on to that lead.
Again, I'm sure Coach Corelli is telling them, let's not make any stupid maneuvers here. When we have the ball, let's have good possessions, but keep the accelerator going. You can't lay back here because Lenape has the firepower. They can score a couple goals in a hurry. We just saw that, in this quarter here. So it's going to be an interesting 4th quarter. But I think the next goal is going to be huge, Sam.
Yes,
if
next
you can cut
goal.
it to 2 versus down 4. We haven't had a team, Lenape only scored 4 goals. They both scored 4 goals in the second, but other than that, 3 goals has been the most we've had in a quarter. So you fall behind, Cherokee gets that first goal and you're 4 behind. Now you got to score 4 unanswered to tie, 5 unanswered basically to take the lead. So that's going to be a tall order. So I think the first few minutes here of quarter number 4, I think, are going to be very telling.
The Indians control their destiny in this quarter. They control how big of a hole they need to dig themselves out of.
And with the way Voro plays goal, that 3-goal lead is huge.
Yes. Voro's an aggressive type of goalie. He likes to come out more in his crease.
All right, so we'll have Logan Rhodes for Cherokee, and we'll have Matt Sutar for Lenape.
He's done an excellent job in the face-off circle. So a big 4th quarter. This quarter decides who's going to the finals.
They'll switch directions now.
South Jersey Group 4.
Switching directions. Cherokee will go left to right. And Lenape with another face-off win.
Sutar wins the face-off. Next goal is huge. Let's see what the Indians can do. It's Sutar charging in. Inside. Oh, and
I don't know if he got a piece of it or
I don't know
not.
either.
But
It's Vora 1 possession back.
Kilabaswari was right there with a good look.
This game was almost a 2-goal game right off the bat. As it's Jordan Hayes with the ball. Hayes gets it to Smith. Smith to Liddy.
Oh.
Liddy gets bodied, still holds on to the ball. Liddy charging up. He's got space, and now we'll play it. We'll take his time, and we'll go to Wagner. And now the Chiefs want to move the ball around, drain some time off that clock, and put the Indians on their heels. So here's Hayes. Hayes moves in, gets it to Housel. And a whistle. And a timeout for the Chiefs.
Coach Corelli wants to talk it over here a little bit.
As Hayes ran off the field. Looked like he was hurt. Yeah. Jordan Hayes, number 20, is getting his ankle looked at, or might have a cramp. He's behind the set of chairs, getting looked at. I think that timeout was for him because Hayes is a big part of this offense for the Chiefs, and if they lose him at this point in the game, that's a big weapon lost in their offense. You see the Cherokee huddle there, Coach Corelli calling the timeout. Tell his players, hey, 10 minutes, 59 seconds left to play. Let's close this game out. Let's go to the finals. So Hayes is still getting looked at. Will still be Cherokee ball. It's Zachary Liddy with the ball. Here's Liddy. Liddy across to Pasquarelli. Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Gervita. Gervita spins behind the net, spins again, falls down, gets hit in the back of the head, shoots. Oh, and the shot goes wide. And now here come the Indians. All goes across the field. And now here come the Indians. It's Reese. 10-7. 3-goal deficit.
You know, Bryce Reese had 3 goals in that first half and has not scored since. So see if maybe Bryce Reese opens up a little
Reese
bit here.
Quarter
Number 4. No,
oh,
what a save
by Voro. Got it with the very end of his stick. And a whistle and a violation. Voro got it with the end of his stick, and let's take a look at the LDTV Sports replay. Got the shoulder up, did Max Voro.
Come on, Luke.
So here come the Indians. It's Cole. There's a flag. Back to Reese. Reese shoots. Scores!
His 5th of the game. His 4th of the game.
10-8 is our score.
Almost like I knew what I was talking about when I said Reese hadn't been involved in the scoring since early in the 2nd quarter. And now he does get involved and scores his 4th goal of the game, and the lead is down to 2 with about 9.5 to go.
Let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay. So Cole faked the shot.
There's the flag that had they not
the
scored would have been, or did not get a goal, they would have gotten a man-up situation. But then it came out to Reese, and he buried it for his 4th of the game, and the lead is down to a pair.
There's some good news on the sideline over there. Jordan Hayes is up and moving.
3 unanswered now for the Indians, and they've cut what was a 5-goal deficit down to 2. Plenty of time remaining, over 9 minutes.
So 2-goal game. Sutar wins the faceoff, and now here come the Indians. So ball is in the behind the net. It's Bregman out in front to Reese. Reese spins. Little drop pass in front. Oh, there was an opportunity for Kennedy. Just lost it. This game could have been a 1-goal deficit. And if you heard of a lot of bickering around us, Gervita slipped and went past the halfway line. That's considered offsides.
Ball goes out, and it looks like it's going to be either stepped out or dropped out before he recradled it. And so it's a turnover, and the ball goes back to the Indians.
So attackers are not allowed to cross midfield. And now here come the Indians.
On the defensive end.
Yes.
Right. They can't go back towards their goal across midfield.
So here's Bregman. He'll go behind the net to Kennedy. Kennedy. It's Kennedy.
Come on, Luke.
To Cole. Cole to Mercado. Mercado. Gets a screen from Reese. Mercado. Moves in, pass it to Cole. Cole's met by Linden. Cole spins, falls away. It's Bregman behind the net, in the middle, shot, score! It's a one-goal game!
I believe that was Sean Shelko. Sean Shelko, number 8, a freshman.
Let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay. Shelko with his first goal of the game, coming up clutch here in the late stages of this game.
Nice spin by Cole. Now he goes behind the net, and that draws a couple defenders, and there's Shelko, and he buries it. 10-9. 4 unanswered by the Indians now.
7:58 left to play, 1-goal game. Winner of this game goes to the finals. Momentum is favorably on the side of Lenape. This next goal, whoever scores it, is going to be a huge one. Here's the face-off. Sutar wins it again.
Timeout, Lenape.
And a timeout for Lenape. Well,
As
you
they
said
have
it
battled back.
You said it in the pregame. This would be a great game. And this game
7:52 left, just under 8 minutes.
This game hasn't skipped a beat.
No, it's everything we thought it would be. Great play, aggressive.
LDTV Sports Productions are available online at youtube.com/Lenape District TV and for purchase at www.lrhsd.org/LDTV copies.
Coach Sutphin taking the timeout to talk to his squad. They have realized they have cut that 5-goal deficit now down to 1.
But now also with this timeout, if you look at it this way, it also kind of kills the momentum as well a little bit. Sutar won the face-off, and the Indians were heading downfield, and coach called a timeout, so maybe that could be a momentum killer here for the Indians. Who knows? And we'll see after they come out of this timeout. So it's 10-9 coming out of this timeout.
Had a little chat with the one official while we were on, and he said he thinks there's a lot of people in orange and red that they're not the biggest fan of him. I said to him, "You've been doing this long enough. You better not lose sleep over that because."
Well, this officiating crew is here for
actually
a reason.
they've done they've done a great job. They've actually let the kids play, and that's all you can really ask.
And if you're an official, 50% of the people are going to like your calls and 50% are going to dislike your calls.
Agreed.
So here come the Indians. It's Cole charging in. Here's Cole getting it to Bregman. Bregman, 1-goal game. Next goal could tie it up, or if the Chiefs score the next goal, it'll make it a 2-goal deficit. It's Lippincott. Lippincott to Mercado. Mercado gets a play from his coach.
Good patience shown here by the Indians. An equally good defense as Cherokee marking up very nicely on the defensive end as well.
So here's Mercado.
Makes a nice move. That could create odd man rush. It
Lippincott
does.
shot and a save by Voro.
Wow, what a great shot too. Down low, and he put his. Yeah, that got him. That's all you can say.
He got something down, and it's
that got him. We'll leave it at that.
It's a save nonetheless.
Long pass.
Out of bounds, and it goes to the Indians. It was a risky pass by Voro.
It was. Especially when you had a guy that was right, wide open with nobody near him.
Ascarello couldn't corral it. As it goes to Reese.
And here we go. Again, who would have thought just a few minutes ago we'd say Lenape with a chance to tie.
It's Kennedy to Bregman. Bregman behind the net now goes to the far side. Bregman gets it to Mercado. Mercado to Cole. Cole with patience. Cole turns the corner. Cole trying to find some daylight. He spins, gets away, shoots, scored! We have a tie game at Lenape High School. 10-10 with 6 minutes to play. What a shot by Cole, and let's take a look at an LDTV Sports replay. Cole spun and got
just enough, gets just enough room here, and he just rips it before Voro can react.
So 6 minutes left to play in a tie game for a spot in the finals. Sutar has been so clutch in the face-off circle.
4 goals for Bryce Reese, 3 goals now. That's the hat trick for Luke Cole. Sutar's in the middle to take the face-off.
Against Rhodes.
We've seen this one for about the last 4 or 5 matchups. It hasn't really gone Cherokee's way very often.
I'm shocked Cherokee's not using O'Mara right now in the face-off circle. He's usually their best player to take face-offs. And Sutar wins another one. Can the Indians take the lead?
For the first time since it was 1-0.
10-10 our score. Indians ball. Bregman behind the net. Bregman spins. Holds on to it. Lenape gonna show some patience. Gonna drain some time and gonna try and get a goal here. As it's Reese. He'll get it to Cole. Cole back to Reese. Reese to Kennedy. Kennedy. Holds on to it. Has Gasparoni on him. Kennedy charges in. And in the middle, it's Bregman. Shot and a save by Voro.
Wow, Bregman had a good look and a good shot.
Here's Rhodes. Getting it across to O'Mara. O'Mara to Smith. Here comes Smith. Smith gets past Reese. Smith still charging in. Diving play by Reese. Now it's a ground ball battle. And it's picked up by the Indians. Here comes Cole. Pass to Mercado. Mercado to Bregman. Shoots. Oh, and a save by Voro. What a game. Here's Reese. Shoots. Scores! His 5th goal of the game gives the Indians their first lead since the first quarter. It's 11-10. Let's take a look at the replay. Bryce Reese buries the shot, and a Cherokee player is down.
I think it's a cramp.
Yeah, it's a cramp.
Just by the way he's pulling on his toes.
It's number 23, William Smith, who has a cramp in his leg. What a game. Lenape has found their way back. 6 unanswered goals.
4:16 to go in the game. 6 straight, the last 2 in the 3rd quarter, and all the goals all 4 in this quarter. 6 in a row for the Indians.
I couldn't ask for a better game to commentate.
And for those of you who don't know, Mr. Goldberg will be graduating
Yes, this is My last official
Less than
play-by-play
30
game.
days.
Yes.
Right? June 17th, right? Graduation for you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure working with you over the years, Sam. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Where is your next stop, Sam?
My next stop is Robert Morris University for Sports Communications.
Very nice. And for those out there that may not know where Robert Morris is,
It's right outside of Pittsburgh, about 17 miles outside of Pittsburgh. I couldn't ask for a better game, or for my last game to be commentated than this game here. I mean, just an absolute great game played by both sides.
The momentum obviously has swung, but just it's almost like the field is slanted. We haven't seen Cherokee with a decent offensive possession really this quarter. They've had obviously some possessions, but not many.
And ever since Hayes went down,
yes, I was
Hayes
just
went
about
down and the offense has gone mute. And that's where one of the team's weak points are for the Chiefs.
as they break the huddle. It does not look like we can see Hayes from here, and it doesn't look, he's certainly not coming out. Nice round of applause there for number 23, William Smith.
That's another big part loss in the defense as well.
And he's hobbling, but if that's a cramp, they could get that, get him back out there quickly. Hayes, however, I think it may have been ankle related. I'm not.
Yeah, Hayes is back on the
but
field
he's
now.
back on the field. There it is. This kid's got a lot of heart. All these kids out here. They know what's at stake.
A spot in the finals.
So obviously the timeout called by Coach Sutphin did not halt the momentum in any way, shape, or form. So since he's called the timeout, they've scored 2 more goals to actually go out in front now, 11-10.
The next goal scored here is huge. I know I've said that before, but every goal scored here in this quarter is huge.
Again, Sutar and Rhodes in the faceoff.
Rhodes needs to win this faceoff. This is a must-win faceoff. 11-10 our score, 4:16 to play, and Sutar and a call.
Oh, it's a hold.
And a hold against Sutar.
I don't think Sutar agreed with that, but that's the call.
So here we go. The Chiefs now have the ball. It's 11-10, 4 minutes to play. Hayes to Dravita. Dravita jogs with the ball. Gets it to Wagner. Wagner to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Housel. Housel to Liddy. Liddy moves in. Back pedals. Gets it to Dravita. Dravita gets it to Pasquarello. Pasquarello to Housel. Housel to Liddy. Here's Liddy. Liddy dancing with the ball. 3:15 left to play. The Chiefs draining a lot of time. Gets a screen from Hayes. Liddy charges in, back pedals, goes over to Dravita. Dravita behind the net.
Hayes has not handled the ball since he's come there. It's the first time he's touched it, and we have a turnover.
On the ground. Hayes gets knocked down. Hayes is hurt. Hayes is hurt. Now here's a battle for the ball. Ball goes out of bounds.
Cherokee, and we will have a timeout, and he is hurt. He's cramping up, I think, also.
So there's whistles all over the field. I saw the referee point to the right. We might have Cherokee ball, but here comes the van. As Hayes is probably going to have to get carted off, as he went down in a hurry, grabbing his back of his
Normally
knee.
people call that a cart, not a van.
Did I say van?
Yeah, but that's okay. You don't get too many people in a van like that. Coming over today with the Chiefs is their head athletic trainer, Jeff Wood. Gentleman with the tan hat and the brown shirt.
I hope Hayes is okay. When he went down, he grabbed the back of his knee. And that's not good. And it was a non-contact injury, too, so.
Now, I'm no athletic trainer, but having been a coach for many years, just the way Mr. Wood is pushing on his toes, see that left hand there?
Yeah.
That's usually what you do if you have a cramp. And he's up.
And he's going to walk off on his own power. And just the way he went down, it looked really scary. So
Okay,
it's going to be Cherokee ball because the ball went out of bounds.
Just under 3 minutes remaining. A 1-goal deficit for the Chiefs.
It's going to be Cherokee ball.
They've been outscored this quarter 4-0, which has allowed the Indians to take the lead.
So 2 minutes 53 seconds left to play. 11-10 our score.
So there you go.
Wow. Good job by our crew inside the truck.
I'm not sure they're not the official timekeepers.
Nah, I don't think. Yeah, the time's being kept over there. But anywho, it's Pasquarello in the corner. Pasquarello gets the ball to Housel. Housel to Wagner. 2:45 left to play. Wagner. A whistle and a timeout for Cherokee. With
Very aggressive
2:37
defense
left to
that
play.
last possession when Lenape had the ball. Very aggressive defense by the Chiefs.
So 2:37 left to play. 1-goal game.
Coach Corelli going to dial something up here to try to get the game tire. And at what point do you consider, if you're Lenape, let's say they don't get it and you get the ball back with, let's say, 2 minutes to go, do you just hold it?
Yeah,
let them attack and try to double team you and maybe get an open, sort of in a basketball game, where they trap and somebody underneath the net is open. In this case, somebody in front of the cage. Yeah. Now, of course, in this sport, there's always going to be a goalie there, and that's the other thing. If you stay down a goal and you finally get possession with 30, 45 seconds, you pull the goalie to give yourself a man advantage, right? So, interesting scenarios coming down here the last couple and a half minutes remaining.
Both head coaches extremely experienced in this sport.
Absolutely. That's a good point. You've got Bill Sutphin in his 17th year and Pete Corelli in his 13th year. So you got 30 years of head coaching experience out there on the sidelines. So
these coaches know what they're doing. They know their game plans.
I never realized either one of them's that old. Man, they're old. I know both of them very well, Sam. Used to work with Pete at Cherokee before I moved over to Seneca. And I've known the Sutphin family for years. So. But here we go. We're down to the last couple and a half minutes.
So it's going to be Cherokee ball. Ball is with number 52, A.J. Pasquarello.
Who himself has a hat trick today. Only 3 players have scored for Cherokee. Dravita has 4, Pasquarello 3, as we have said, and Wagner with 3. So you'd have to, kind of put your money on one of those 3 if they're going to get this game tied.
So Pasquarello to Dravita. Dravita has the pass knocked down. It's in front. Housel has it knocked away. It's going to get picked up by Wagner. Wagner gets cross-checked in the head. No call. And now here come the Indians. And a whistle and a timeout for the Indians. As the Chiefs lost the ball. Great defensive stand by the Indians. I can't. This is just unbelievable, this game. (11-10) our score. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to play. This game decides who gets a spot in the South Jersey Group 4 semifinals.
They are, they're whacking each other. This is a physical sport. I don't get to, being the head golf coach, our season's over, so that's why I'm out here today. I don't get to do much in the spring. I did girls lacrosse the other day, and there's a little physicality, but compared to, these boys beat the tar out of each other.
Yeah.
Wow. And with very little padding, again, not being a lacrosse player, do they have any pads at all on other than those elbow pads that I see on the? I don't see any
I don't-
shoulder
I don't
pads or
think so.
anything like that.
I think the goalkeeper might have a chest protector, and that's about it.
Well, while we're waiting to restart, let's run down our crew list today. Our crew today was Hannah O'Hare, Charlotte Tran, Mackenzie Cruz, Cameron Riley. Option 2 people was Michael Sleeper, Spencer Fody, Mike Foley, Anthony Corby, Alonzo Belton. Alexa Henry did our sideline. I'm Scott Glossner doing color. And the great play-by-play in his last play-by-play outing, Sam Goldberg.
So here's the Indians on a restart. Will they drain the time? 2 minutes left to play, 1-goal game. 11-10 our score. It's Cole with the ball in the corner. And it looks like the Indians are going to drain some time. The Chiefs need to apply some pressure and force a ground ball. And there's that ground ball as the ball fell on the ground, but Mercado was there to pick it back up. Mercado's out in front, and he'll take it back. And now it goes to Cole. Cole.
He had a good look there. I'm surprised, but he chose to come back, bring it back out.
Here's Cole. 1:30 left to play. Loses his stick. Ball's re-corralled by Kennedy. Kennedy gets a screen from Reese. Kennedy to Mercado. Mercado to Bregman. Bregman to number 11, Spitznaz, and he'll get it back to Bregman. And Bregman will hold on to the ball.
Oh, he lost
the ball, and now the ball's going to go the other way to
boy.
Cherokee. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to play. 11-10 is our score. It's going to be close to a minute. William Smith, how did he hold on to the ball? That's impressive. Jesus is in the middle of the field, and he gets another cramp, but it's picked up by Liddy.
Saved by Liddy from going out over the sideline.
It's Pasquarello now with the ball. It's in across to Wagner. 50 seconds left to play. It's Liddy. Liddy with the ball. Hayes is now out there. He got another cramp.
Oh, he's out there.
Oh, and it's stolen by Pensabeni. Pensabeni re-corralled the ball. 30 seconds left to play. Spitznaz with the ball. All the Indians have to do is just keep the ball and keep it away. It goes.
Reese has it.
Goes to Reese. 20 seconds left to play. And the Lenape Indians, if they hold on here, will advance.
Triple team now. Uh-oh, Mercado, it's on the ground.
10 seconds, he's got it back. Mercado spins.
I would
4
just keep
seconds.
spinning.
Throws it
straight up in the air.
And the Lenape Indians, 6 goals deficit, come back to win, and they advance to the South Jersey Group 5 goal deficit. The Lenape Indians come back from 5 goals down to win the game 11-10, and they advance to the South Jersey Group 4 finals.
How about a shutout in the fourth quarter for the Lenape defense and the goaltender?
Chiefs did not score.
Shut them out to make it 11-10 final.
An unbelievable game. The Indians looked defeated, and they came back. What an unbelievable game.
After putting up 7 goals in the first half, the Chiefs were limited to 3 in the second half, including none in the fourth quarter. So,
what an unbelievable comeback. The Indians, they're ranked 2 for a reason. Just an unbelievable comeback. As the score there is 11-10.
There's your final score. Lenape Indians 11, Cherokee Chiefs 10, in what was just everything we thought it would be, Sam.
Yes.
It really, really was.
What an amazing, amazing semifinal game.
You have a lot of choices for play of the game. Many of the saves that Pensabeni made were worthy of, including the last one here that finally pretty much iced it.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't necessarily a save. Pensabeni got his stick out and was able to intercept the pass in the offensive zone, and he basically killed the offensive momentum of the Chiefs in the final 50 seconds of this game. And, just an all-around great comeback by the Indians. We'll be back with player and play of the game right after a quick word from our sponsors.
LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law. representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Hi, Patsy here, and I'm here with my son Kevin and his Uncle Ron, who's going to talk to us about drugs. Thank you for coming, Uncle Ron.
Okay.
Anytime you're ready, Uncle Ron.
So, Kev, do you got any drugs?
Ron, what the heck was that?
I mean, you said ask him about drugs.
Don't be a patsy. Learn a better way from the partnership and our community partners.
And welcome back to Lenape High School, and you see the final score there. The Indians advance to the South Jersey Group 4 finals with a final score of 11-10. And it's now time for the Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game, 1-800-896-RECON, or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Let's send it down to Alexa Henry, standing by for the interview.
Thanks, guys. Take those final minutes of the game.
Just had to persevere and stick. We had a tough minutes, so we team.
And we're having some technical difficulties with our player of the game. Our microphone is just cutting out, so we'll get the player of the game to you as soon as we resolve those issues.
Just an incredibly great defense. Oh, here we go.
But instead, it's time now to take a look at the Allstate Good Hands play of the game. Sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC, 609-654-1426, or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands. The play of the game here is Jordan Hayes. Here as he splits the defense.
He's going to split the defense here with a really good move, and that's going to draw the defender here you see coming in here right there, and that's going to give Pasquarella the opening, and he will eventually score one of his 3 goals today for the Chiefs.
That is your play of the game, brought to you by Allstate.
Unfortunately for Mr. Pasquarella and his teammates, they came up 1 short today.
And they were completely shut out in the 4th. Weren't able to get a single goal in the 4th. And, you know, and it's kind of sad. Like, some of the seniors are graduating, and
what
we'll never get a shot.
Playoff time is all about.
It's now time for the Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game, 1-800-896-RECON, or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Let's send it down to Alexa Henry, standing by for the interview.
Thanks, guys. So take us through those final minutes.
You know, after making like a big comeback for us, we just wanted to keep the ball out of their side of the field because we know they're a team that's capable of coming back from a 1-goal deficit. So we just wanted to keep the ball out of their hands and then just waste the time. Honestly, we just had to waste the time so that we can just seal the win without any issues.
Now, this is your last game as a senior on this home field. How does it feel to finish your last game?
I mean, it's a state game. It's against Cherokee High School, our rival. It's a semifinal. It means big things. It's not more than just. It's more than just, you know, being the last game on here. It's about winning and continuing. It just happens to be on this field. So I just wanted to go out with a bang. I was not losing on this field. I guarantee that. I promised myself that. The rest of the seniors, we were not losing on this field.
And going forward, now that you are in the finals, what do you want to accomplish?
We want to win that game. We want to go to the state championship, win the state championship. We got a good head of steam going on. We got a lot of momentum. I feel like we got a lot of good chances of going on. We're starting to put it together now. We were a little choppy towards the beginning of the playoffs, but I think we're putting it together now, and I think we will all the way.
All right, well, great game. Back to you.
Thank you, Alexa. Bryce Reese was our player of the game
with 5 goals. So,
well
Sam,
deserving.
it was a pleasure. There's our final score. Lenape 11, Cherokee 10. And Sam, I want to say it's been a pleasure. And for the last time, take us out, Sam Goldberg.
It's been a pleasure working with you, Mr. Glossner. For the very last time in my LDTV sports career, we bid you adieu. Have a good night, folks.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans